If you haven't been sick lately, consider yourself lucky.
Oh yeah, but if you have been under the weather, you might feel like it's lasting longer than normal. CBS News Miami's Teri Hornstein, she did some research. She spoke to a doctor to try to get to the bottom of this, and I find it ironic that I just heard you coughing, Teri.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. We're going to the story. I'm coughing, and well, I was one of those unlucky people who did unfortunately get sick. A lot of people here as well as other places. So the doctor I spoke to, she says there are some illnesses going around where you can feel the impact for weeks. Man, I spoke to a woman who is going through exactly that right now. She's dealing with severe symptoms and says she is desperate to feel better.
I've never been this sick, ever.
Allison Twist loves to exercise. She rides her Peloton every day. In fact, she hadn't missed a class in 4 years until she got home from a New Year's cruise.
We came home. I had a little cough, not a big deal. I didn't think it was such a big deal. And overnight, it just got worse. I couldn't stop coughing. So I went to urgent care. It started with a cough, and then I was coughing so hard that my back started hurting me so badly. And I explained to the doctor that my back is really hurting and I'm not sure why.
They tested her for COVID, for the flu. Both tests came back negative. Then a chest x-ray. And what started as a little cough turned into walking pneumonia.
And I came home and I was just out of it. I felt like I got hit by a truck. They told me that this is a strain that they don't even have a name for. They said it's worse than COVID. It's worse than COVID, and they don't have a name for it yet.
Dr. Sarah LaRosa works in the emergency room at HCA Florida University Hospital in Davie, and she says Allison is far from alone.
And we are seeing some other respiratory illnesses that we aren't finding an answer to.
Dr. LaRosa says it's not just COVID and the flu spreading right now, but other sicknesses they don't routinely test for. And some of those sicknesses can linger.
Some of these respiratory illnesses, we know that they can last for weeks. And unfortunately, the cough can linger up to 6 weeks. And that's still in the realm of normal for some of these respiratory illnesses.
And even when you finally start to feel better, Dr. LaRosa says your immune system could still be down. If you head out too early and are around a lot of people, you can get sick all over again.
We have patients who tell us, I just had COVID a few weeks ago and now they have the flu. Everybody wants to get back to their life. Everybody wants to get fixed right away. But for some of these illnesses, it's just not a quick fix.
The doctor says it's best to stay home, rest, drink plenty of fluids, and treat the symptoms until you're 100%.
They will recover. It just takes time unless they have some sort of underlying condition. For most of these illnesses, antibiotics are not indicated. They will not make it go away. Other medications that just help with the symptoms are really the most important thing.
For Allison, she is back on the bike, but still not feeling herself.
I'm starting to work out again. I'm starting to feel stronger again. I think this viral sickness that's going through everybody, it's not like COVID. It's worse. It's worse than COVID. It can hit anybody.
And Dr. LaRosa says there are ways to protect yourself. Outdoor activities are better for big groups. If you want to wear a mask while you travel, she says that can offer some protection as well. And of course, as we've been told since we were little, washing your hands, always a good idea.
And that's what sucks is everyone loves being active now. And we know the gyms, these cycle places, they just harbor those
No one's wearing masks anymore or anything like that.
I mean, we were so sick of it after COVID. Everybody tossed the masks. But I have noticed a lot of gyms, you know, they have those cleaning materials now that they didn't have before. And a lot more people are wiping down their stations, but it's the time of year. More people are inside together, grouped up. The windows are closed. More
I wonder though,
around.
Teri, if this has anything to do with the fact that you mentioned we have been inside for so long away from people. Now that we're getting out about, maybe we're more susceptible to this.
Right. So I asked Dr. LaRosa that. I said, you know, listen, it feels like now we're getting sick and staying sick, and it feels like the numbers are going up. And she said, well, look, during COVID, everybody was masking up, everybody was staying inside, and now we're not doing that anymore. So of course you're seeing the numbers of all these sicknesses going up because you're around people more, you're inside more, you're not being as careful as you were during COVID.
Well, let's hope we continue to wash our hands as much as we did.
In the commercial, I think we're all going to go rinse up our hands.
Spray everything down.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you,
good
Teri.
stuff. Thank you.